Absolutely. Here's a 10-minute YouTube script in paragraph format, built around Julian Newman's intense Pacquiao-inspired training and his push toward a brand risk return. Julian Newman is taking his training to another level, and this time, the inspiration is one of boxing's most dangerous legends, Manny Pacquiao. The former basketball phenom has been putting in serious work, and if these training sessions are any indication, Julian is determined to come back sharper, faster, and more explosive than ever for his next brand risk appearance. What makes this workout stand out isn't simply the intensity. It's the mentality behind it. Julian Newman isn't training like someone who wants to casually step back into the spotlight. He's training like someone who wants to prove that he still belongs there. For years, Julian Newman has been known for his unbelievable basketball highlights, flashy handles, confidence, and ability to perform under pressure. But stepping into combat sports creates an entirely different challenge. Basketball rewards movement, speed, coordination, and creativity, but boxing demands another level of conditioning, discipline, toughness, and composure. Every punch has consequences. Every mistake can be exposed. And that's why Julian's decision to take his training seriously could make a major difference when he returns to the brand risk stage. The Pacquiao influence is especially interesting because Manny Pacquiao built his legendary career around speed, relentless combinations, explosive footwork, and an unbelievable work rate. Pacquiao didn't simply throw one punch and wait. He overwhelmed opponents with volume, angles, movement, and constant pressure. That style requires an insane engine. It requires the fighter to stay active even when exhausted. And if Julian is trying to take inspiration from that formula, he's signing up for a brutal training process. One of the biggest things that stands out in a Pacquiao-style workout is the emphasis on speed. In boxing, being fast isn't just about throwing your hands quickly. It's about reacting quickly, moving quickly, thinking quickly, and recovering quickly. A fighter can have power, but if he can't deliver that power at the right moment, it doesn't mean much. Julian's athletic background could give him an advantage here. His years of basketball training have already developed his coordination, balance, reflexes, and ability to move explosively. Now the challenge is transferring those qualities into boxing. And that transition is much harder than it looks. Throwing punches on a bag is one thing. Throwing combinations while maintaining proper technique is another. Doing it while moving your feet, controlling your breathing, keeping your hands up, and staying ready to defend is completely different. That's where the real work begins. Julian has to build habits that become automatic. When fatigue hits, technique is usually the first thing to disappear. The goal of brutal conditioning is to make sure Julian can still perform when his body is screaming at him to stop. That's one reason Pacquiao's training philosophy has remained so respected. Manny was famous for pushing an incredibly high pace. His training camps were built around repetition and conditioning, but also around developing the ability to explode repeatedly. Boxing isn't a single sprint. It's a series of explosive moments separated by movement, defense, and recovery. The fighter who can maintain that explosiveness late in a fight often has a massive advantage over the opponent who starts slowing down. For Julian Newman, that could become one of the most important parts of his evolution. If he wants to make noise in brand risk, he can't rely only on athleticism or natural speed. He needs boxing-specific conditioning. He needs to be comfortable under pressure. He needs to understand distance. He needs to know when to attack and when to reset. Most importantly, he needs to stay composed when someone is actively trying to hit him. That's what separates training from actually competing. A workout can be brutal, but there are no consequences when you make a mistake in the gym. During an actual fight, hesitation can cost you. Dropping your hands can cost you. Getting tired can cost you. Charging forward without a plan can cost you. Julian's training therefore has to prepare him for the mental side of combat as much as the physical side. And the mental side is where his upcoming return could become especially interesting. Julian has already experienced the pressure that comes with being a public figure. He knows what it feels like to have thousands of people watching, judging, criticizing, and waiting for a mistake. But boxing pressure is different. There's nowhere to hide. Once the bell rings, you have to perform. Your conditioning gets tested.